Some things you never forget, no matter how hard you try.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
Nice. Nailed it. Only took 2 tries. What was your quote? What did you say? Sometimes you can't forget things that you want to remember.
Sometimes some things you can never forget, no matter how hard you try.
That's right.
It sounds like really sinister out of context.
It really does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the old never forget.
Never forget the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Imagine that.
That's not what this movie's about.
Imagine if they had social media back then. It's like hashtag never forget the Vietnam War.
Ugh.
Never forget Nam. Oh my God.
I mean, they barely had social media when 9/11 was a thing, and that's like,
that's true.
Get all day.
Yeah. Oof.
Now then, the 9/11 content is out of hand.
Yeah. Oof.
But it's been 23 years, so you can laugh about it now.
Yeah, we can forget it. Okay,
right.
so I was there, man. I wasn't there. I was just 2 states over. I wasn't there. I was 2 states over watching TV. Like,
yeah, same.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh, nar. I was like, oh man.
Can we go to the Pizza Hut, Mom? I did go to Pizza Hut that day.
You went to Pizza Hut that day?
That's right. Sad Pizza Hut.
Yeah, very sad Pizza Hut, I bet.
Somber pizza.
Somber pizza. Yeah.
I was in 7th grade.
Yeah. Ding. Like, oh man, let's go to Pizza Hut.
I was like, what? Let's listen to the radio.
It's like it's like the most American thing to do.
Yep, exactly. We were like, my mom was like, what do we do today? Like, let's give the kids a nice treat because everyone's sad. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Mom, can we get stuffed crust?
Where were you on 9/11? Pizza Hut.
Yeah, well, first I was in my classroom, and they brought the TV in so we could watch the second plane. Well, because obviously we didn't know there was going to be a second one. Right. But like, everyone was like, "Oh my God, we got to put on like all the teachers." I remember being like, "We got to put on the news right away." Yeah. And we were like, 12, 13, so it's like old enough to understand, but like,
yeah, you're still kind of like, oh, what is it? What is this? What is happening?
Yeah, and then we watched the second one, and we're like, and then they're like, maybe we shouldn't let the kids watch this.
Yeah,
like imagine being a teacher that day.
Nightmare.
They're just like,
yikes.
Yeah. And they sent us all to like the cafeteria, and they were like, all the kids just hang out at the cafeteria while we figure out what we're supposed to do.
What we're supposed to do.
Oh go home. Everyone go home.
Everyone go home. Go to Pizza Hut.
Go to Pizza Hut.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think of, there's like, there was the second big moment where they would wheel a TV into the classroom to let you watch. For me,
like
it was
the
OJ one. Challenger. Right, I'm not that old.
I know, but it's funnier that way.
It is funny that way.
Wait, OJ?
Oh yeah. Remember like the whole thing? He was like taking off in his, the chase in the Jeep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bronco chase.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
I was way too young to watch that.
Yeah, no, you were too young for that one. That one definitely popped up. We're like, what is going? Why are we watching this? Who cares? Like, the challenge. Dickhead. Oh man.
Hey, tragedies aside, let's talk about this tragedy.
Yeah, this tragedy. And we're back with part 2. Good intro. Our full breakdown of Mother of the Bride. Hashtag never forget.
That's right. My ears are ringing. Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
My brain can explode.
Oh my God. So where did we leave off our heroes here? Our Challenger crew here.
About to go to the beach. About to go to the ocean, whether they like it or not. I'm sad again.
Too soon. Oh my God. All right. So they're at this hidden beach, just day drinking, getting drunk, hanging out. Before that though, there's the party montage. You gotta have to have a shopping montage. So we're buying chips. We're buying.
Which, like, I love the buying chips scene because he's like buying chips, and then like Scott comes over and he's like, "What are you doing getting chips? Let's get bananas." You're like, chips are a way better party snack. Why would we want fruit?
Oh yeah, they're buying drinks, they're getting some beers, getting some White Claws, whatever, buying some hats and sunglasses, and then we get the slow-mo walk to the beach, and then partying on the beach. Stuff. Yeah, and then just partying on the beach. And then, did you understand why this was happening? They did a close-up of like this coconut like music player, I think, or someone's phone was in it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a.
Yeah, I think they were trying to show us that there was music because they were dancing and like it was. But clear that they were not dancing to music.
So the name of the song was "We Got the Beats" or something, and they showed that twice. So they showed that like close up of like the name of the artist and the song title twice in this little coconut player. And I don't know if it was an ad for the whatever iPad.
I think that's like a thing you can buy.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Because they showed it twice and was like, "Why are you showing this twice?" And then I don't know. Maybe it was just the only way they could.
Plug for the Go-Go's, I guess.
I guess I don't know. Maybe it was both. I don't know. It was very strange. So,
okay.
Yeah, so they get all drunk. We go cut back to the resort beach, and then this is like one of those useless like moments. Like, I don't know, it's to show the young couple in love, but it's like Emma and RJ are chatting, and she needs to do work, and she's like, "Oh, you hate that I'm doing work," and then he's like,
showing
"No."
the influencer stuff. She's like, "We already got 10,000 likes on our thing, and it's only been up for an hour," and he's like,
"Yeah,
I don't care."
Yeah, it's like to show her disconnection like between this moment of like family versus like work and like this stupid thing of being an influencer on Instagram, which I mean, we are influencers on Instagram. So
totes.
We influence.
Remember that time we got 10,000 likes?
Listeners.
Yeah, this is on you.
I don't care if you're a bot from Russia. Just hit a like somewhere, you know?
Yeah, be a robot.
Yeah, be a robot, would you? Like uncontrollably. Yeah, so then this whole thing, and he starts singing, "We're getting married, we're going to the chapel," that song, and they sing it, everyone's clapping. I hate this scene. Yeah, it's a musical note.
It's the second time they do everybody claps because fuck this movie, and it's not the last time they do it.
Just had a spit taken across my keyboard.
Yeah, everybody claps like several times this movie, just around them, and you're like, no one would do that. People wouldn't do that. Don't do this.
No, it's not a flash mob. Yeah. If anything, it was somebody like, "Hey, can you just please shut the I'm trying to enjoy my vacation."
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to relax at the beach. Can I not listen to you not singing that well about marriage? Like, we get it. You're unhappy.
Yeah, you're gonna be. All right, so we cut back to the hidden beach. The crew is drunk. Janice is like laid out, drinking on the beach. Yeah. They dig into their mistakes and they get into Janice if she dated some guy named Franco or something, whatever. And
yeah, to give you another idea of how bad the script is, listeners, they're like, "Why does everything taste better at the beach?" Scott's like, "The sand."
Doesn't make any sense.
Nope. And then our hero's like, "It's not the sand, it's the company."
If I was around two people who said that, I'd slap them both. I wouldn't be around two people who said that, but I would slap them.
I'd leave. I think I'd just walk out.
I'd throw sand in their face. Like,
yeah.
enjoy that. Is that making things better? Right in their face.
The sand, is it?
Is it the sand? It's the sand. Kicking them in their face. Is it the sand?
Okay, Anakin.
What's his problem? He's still upset about 9/11. All right, Anakin. Classic. All right, so then, they ask Will, and it's a little too on the nose, and he's like, "This is getting too serious." And like, "What if we all go skinner dipping?"
Yeah, and they're like, "Will, you know that there's a policy of the resort where you can have no nudity at the beach." And he's like, "Come on."
They like pause in that moment, and are like, which actually has no stakes. Like, that doesn't.
Nope, there's no consequences. But so then they decide they'll pretend to strip because thanks to Brooke Shields, we know that they weren't really naked.
They weren't really naked.
And naked old people go swimming.
Like, no shit. We know you weren't really naked.
It's called movie magic, Brooke. Let us believe.
Let us believe. Okay, so we're at the halfway point, and we're back at the resort night pool thing. We got a weird photo shoot going on floaties, and there's a weird moment where like the girl sitting next to.
I don't understand this. Yeah,
I don't either. So I'll set it up and I'll walk us through it to see if maybe we can figure it out.
Sure.
So they're doing this shot with like the rest of the bridesmaids and the crew, the gang there, and it's RJ with obviously Emma. She's in a floaty, and then there's another girl next to her in a floaty, and there's another guy there, and the guy like flips the girl out of the floaty or something, And RJ's like, yeah, nice, bro. Nice, and like, yeah, nice one. You got her. And like they high five, whatever. And Emma's like, all of a sudden gets instantly pissed. And I was like, oh, she pissed about that? It's not even that she was pissed about.
No. Well, so she's a little bit.
A little bit. I think that keyed her off. Maybe it triggered her a little bit there. So she's like, it's break.
Him of the dad or something.
Yeah, we're taking a break here. And then she confronts RJ and about Will. And it's just like, all of a sudden now is having cold feet and worries about him being like his dad. And like,
did your dad ever say why he left my mom?
And he's like,
no.
No. And she's like, you're always on, whatever, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, then whatever.
I don't know if I can trust you. Aren't you like, what if you're not sure about us? What if you're making a big mistake? And he's like, again, this basically they like redo the same lines in every scene, just slightly different. They're like, we're not our mom and dad. Like we're not each other's parents that are each other.
You are. You will be. Yeah, that's just how it works.
You're heading there.
And then he delivers some cheesy line about the stars and the moons and all this sort of stuff, and that should not work. God. That line should not work. It's
so painful. He's like, you're everything to me. The sun, the moon, the stars,
the nebulas.
Whoa.
He's like Keanu all of a sudden. Whoa. Wow, yeah. You're the galaxies to me. But it works. And she's like, oh, you're being sappy now. And then we move on to the next day at the pool because this is just a vacation. And Janice is hungover.
Speaking of vacations, we'll see how this pans out for me. Okay. Speaking of vacations, I got some Mother of the Bride facts.
Okay.
So.
Are you going to get in trouble?
I don't. No, that would be funny. No. I am going to go ahead and say this first one. Do you know Doria Ragland? Are you familiar with Doria Ragland?
Doesn't ring a bell.
The mother of Meghan Markle. Did you know that she played a significant role in Meghan's royal wedding to Prince Harry?
Yeah.
Involved in various aspects like coordinating royal protocol and
okay,
yada yada. Who cares? Her graceful presence was widely praised by everyone involved.
Did you pull
these from mother?
Did you pull these from ChatGPT again? Yep. Okay, all right.
Sure.
Yeah, there was something fishy about that one.
Yep, they'll get worse.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Wow, man, that's eye-opening.
Listeners, tell me to do something else.
Please.
Listen to part 2.
all these, please tell us. Please tell them to do something different.
Yeah, I would just be like, you should keep talking about topics that you and your other people that work on the podcast enjoy.
Jesus. All right, so we're next to the pool. Janice is hungover. Chad's, Michael's, Murray's, Lucas shows up. He asks Lana out to dinner, and she's like, yeah. F it, let's do this. And Lana is like, I need to chill out. I need to just relax and, not worry about Will and not be all wound up at this. And then there's a really weird, like...
The bartender's like nodding at them like a creep.
Yeah, and then like looking at Janice. And Janice
we'll understand why in a minute.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, this is the lead into maybe that private beach wasn't so private after all.
Right. And then right.
Because we're cutting now to... Harley. Harley wants to meet them at the fitness center. And so Will and for some reason only Will and I keep forgetting Brooke Shields' character's name. Lana. Thank you. Yep. Only Will and Lana go. And he's like, by the way, guys, security had a meeting this morning. Just wanted to give you a heads up. There was an incident that upset a lot of our VIP resort guests.
Who cares?
Some indecent exposure on hotel properties. So, and they're like, oh, do you have descriptions of the people who did it? Like, why would they be talking to you? Like, you're just two guests here. Like, you're not friends.
Yeah. We like,
of course it's you. And he's like, oh, do you want to see the footage? And she's like, nah, footage?
Yeah. But how do all the guests see it? Like, how does everyone, I don't get all that.
I think the security team is just fast and loose with the footage. Yeah.
They're just by dishing out to everyone, being like, "Hey, look at these old asses.
Look at these naked old people." That one guy's pretty hot for 60. Brooke Shields is Brooke Shields, so
there you go. Nice. So basically, they just get a slap on the wrist, and Harley's like, "Don't let it happen again." And
yeah, he's like, "Tell Janice she's very photogenic."
Oh,
ew.
It's a weird way to pick someone up. Yeah,
yeah,
it's almost like blackmail, I think, right there.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got footage of you naked. I could put on the internet. Go on a date with me? Yeah.
Harley, you dog.
So then they're walking around and everyone's looking at him funny. And yes, I think you're right. This is the knowing hotel guest guy. That's our buddy Heineke there.
And Will's like, well, it is the land of smiles. And you're like,
what?
Who wrote this? Who wrote this movie?
Robin. And then Emma shows up and she just flips her shit about the incident, and it's a big deal.
Kamo is really mad about this.
Who cares? And I think, well, this is to lean into like, oh, she's wrapped up in this whole like social media thing and blah 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 blah, and her image. A little commentary on the kids. Don't worry about your image so much.
Yep.
And Mama's like, you know what? All right, fine. I'm wearing this ugly dress for you. I'm reading a speech I didn't write. Emma's coming off as kind of like a punk kid in this moment here. And then the life lesson explained to Emma from Mom is that, hey, weddings are about family, not a photo op, And Emma's like, go home.
You're losing sight of what's important. And not one word about that charity that you're supposedly having the resort donate to.
Right.
And then they also do like a little bit where like, look, you're making the same face as your mom when you're mad. And the women are both like,
shut up.
Shut the up. Get it. Stay out of here.
Will Callio.
Will, read the room.
Seriously, bud. Seriously. So then they separate, and Will's like, hey, don't worry about it. I got an idea. And
they also make a quick joke about, she's like, it's the parent company and what the parent company wants. And Lana's like, well, they may be your parent, but I'm your mother. And you're like,
I didn't even
catch
that. Robin. Friend of the pod, but soon to be enemy of the pod, I think. I don't know.
That's right.
God damn.
Quick on the list there.
Yeah, quick on the list, but my parent company, Wayland Yutani. All right, so then it's just an alien prequel movie.
Ooh. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So jungle transition shot, and Will's like, hey, I heard about this cool spot. We got our Jeep. He's got a rented Jeep there. The Harley rented him.
Relax, babe. Let's go on a quick ride.
Yeah. And then I love how they're driving, and like this felt like added in like later on. You can hear her being like, okay, but I got to be back in an hour.
Yeah. He's like, don't worry, I'll have you back in an hour. Yeah. And then they stop at some view that like is not that cool.
No.
Like, wow, amazing, isn't it? And you're like, it's another beach.
It's just jungle and like, I don't know. There's probably snakes and spiders out there. I don't know.
What?
Giant mosquitoes.
And she's like, Lana's like, I really needed this. And he's like, I know, because I know you, babe.
I take a bullet for you, babe. I know you, babe.
And that's when he's like, some things you never forget, no matter how hard you try.
Like 9/11.
Just like
the Challenger. Do you remember that one, babe? I do, actually. We watched in the classroom because I was old enough. Or like going to Pizza Hut after 9/11, babe. Never forget.
Never forget stuffed crust.
Wait, did they have stuffed crust in 2001? I don't know about that.
I think that's like when they introduced it. I think it was like a 9/11 special.
Oh no!
I don't know. I'm putting that in the Pizza Hut lore. Stuff like with freedom. I don't know. I'm assuming with freedom.
Yes. You want your pizza crust stuffed with cheese like freedom.
Stick it to the terrorists with stuffed crust.
Freedom crust. We're breaking all the rules. Because freedom. Stick cheese in there too.
I'm sure no one will start a war over this. Let's bring Pizza Hut to Iraq.
Just plop her in the middle. Boom. Okay, so then we cut back to Chad Michaels Murray's Lucas. He's buying flowers for Lana there. So
yeah, which like, I mean, I'm ameliorating early, but like, just cut all this.
Yeah, cut all of it. No one cares.
Pointless.
Yeah. And we come back to the jungle view, and SpaghettiOs. The Jeep is not starting.
Yep. Which, like, how does that happen? Like, they didn't, like, at least in Desperados, it was believable because they flipped it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hilarious. In this one, they're like, oh, it just doesn't start now.
It's just a dead battery.
Yeah.
Would you leave the lights on? You're during the day. What are you doing here? Like,
you were just driving it. That helps charge the battery usually.
Yeah.
Like,
you should be. I like how Will opens the hood of it and like look around. He's like, "Yep, dead battery." Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a VC guy. You count money. You don't know how to change anything. You don't know what any of those things are in there. He just made it up. He's like, battery.
Yeah. I just want to spend time with you, babe.
So they kind of argue a little bit about what to do. Will's like, let's hoof it. Let's get going. She's like, I got flip-flops on. I can't hoof that. And then she's like, let's cut down to the beach and we'll start a fire as a signal. I'm like, what? My plan was like, this is turning into an episode of Lost. This is like, we'll write SOS in the rocks and the stones. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and then his response to that, though, was even stupider because he's like, have you seen the terrain?
You just drove.
What? What does that have to do with a fire?
God damn it. So we come back to the brand manager office here, and Mom's an hour and a half late. And Brand Ambassador is being kind of pushy. She's like, hey, what's good for the company is good for you. Remember that.
Yeah.
Join up.
She's like,
is it best bug? Is it dead bug?
Pictures. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. Join the company.
Yeah, Kamala's like showing Emma some pictures, and she's like, are there any pictures of my family? And she's like, no. She's like, anything that I can use for the charity? And she's like, charity?
Charity?
Are you familiar with rich people?
Yeah. She's like, we're doing a charity by paying for your entire wedding, okay? So how about you just,
your whole wedding is a charity, sweetheart. No one's happy. Surprise, surprise. So then we cut back to Will and Lana at the beach.
Yep, the lame episode of Lost.
Yeah, and they're like, how do we start a fire? And Will's like, got a light? You're like, what?
But Will admits, he's like, oh, this actually is a good idea. A boat will probably pass by and see us. So, and they go to start a fire and whatever, and that's it. And then we're back to Resort Hut. And we got RJ and Emma chatting in like some hut little space or something.
Yeah, she's like on the dock.
And Emma opens up with RJ about the mom and the arguments, and basically their conflict is mom and daughter, and dumping a bunch of info on mom and dumping on mom and being like, she's always controlling. And
he's like, she thinks I'm losing sight of who I am. And he's like, what?
What, babe?
That's crazy.
Nah, babe. Nah.
She said that?
She didn't mean that.
About you?
Yeah. Losing sight of what we're doing here?
Yeah. And she complains for like 10 more minutes, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. I feel like RJ's like, Jesus Christ, your mom's right.
It's just like, sounds like you really need to talk to your mom.
I don't know. Go solve the problem.
Yeah.
And then we're outside. RJ and Emma find Harley, and they're like, hey, mom and dad have been missing for a long time. Where are they? And Harley's like, oh, no, exactly where they are. That Jeep's battery was pretty bad, so it probably died, and I bet they're in Lover's Cove. I'm going to get my boat. And
well, he's like, if I know those two, and you're like,
you don't. You don't know them. Like, you can't. Oh, because they were nude in the hidden beach. That's why. So he knows. Yeah, he knows them. He's like, well, if I know them, then Lover's Cove. I'll get my boat. And Emma's like, boat? I thought you said they drove. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I did say that, but I need to get my boat. So, because they have my Jeep, so I can't drive there.
I came here 32 years ago. Have you seen this paradise?
Well, I can't drive there because I gave them my Jeep, which is broken down. You're a smart one for the city. Oh my God. So we come back to Lover's Cove and the two of them, and this is their big moment of.
It's like a birthday candle between them. They're like, they have like the tiniest fire in the world. Like, this is their signal fire.
It's also daytime. No one's gonna see shit. All right, so Will's like, hey, let's talk about the past. And they talk about that. They open up, and Will didn't know what he wanted. That's when he was a kid. He's like, I'm a dummy, and you were on a path.
This is kind of your fault.
Yeah. And he's like, you had a track, and like I feel like I wouldn't, I needed help to find himself first, and knew who he was, and he felt
like he saw. Yeah, like he needed to help himself.
Right, cherish life. He needed to help himself to get out of the trap, and he needed to feel worthy of her, and Then we learn he actually flew to her office in San Francisco to go find her, and she was gone because she was gone on her honeymoon with her dead ex-late husband.
Yep. And then she's like,
him.
Wait, you did that? And he's like, yeah, and then my marriage fell apart because of you.
And he said then he went back to Hartford. I was like Hartford, Connecticut?
I think so, yeah.
It's like, what? Or maybe he said Stanford. I bet he said he went back to Stanford.
No, I don't think so. I think you were right. I think it said Hartford.
Right? Okay. Yeah. I was like...
I mean, that's not that far from New York. I could see it being a logical progression to New York.
Insurance capital of the country. Like,
That's right.
Like, why? What? Hartford, of all places?
Home of the Whalers.
Former home of the Whalers.
R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. And then she's like, "Oh, we're gonna make movies." He's like, "Well, we can do this, and we won't make the same mistakes." She's like, "Yeah, but we'll still make mistakes." And he's like, "Yeah, but they'll be our mistakes." And he's really pleading his case here. And then he gives her the old, "Tell me you don't have any feelings for me right now, and I'll walk away."
And she's like, "I want to murder you." And he's like, "That's a feeling."
It's a feeling of hatred. Feel that, to let it flow through you. And they're about to kiss, and then that's when you get the Harley's here. He's like, "Oi, what are you two doing over there? You ain't naked yet."
I got my camera.
Yeah, I got my camera, and you're all looking for the threesome.
What's that stingray?
Threesome. Foster's for beer. So then we get the island night shot because Christmas Prince, and this is that scene.
Sad Chad Lucas Murray.
But this is that scene where like it cuts like the island resort night shot, and then they cut to the bar, and like they're panning through the bar, and there's these two old white guys talking at a table, and they're just like, and the guy's just like, "Yeah, I mean, I had to take her to Consumui or something like that." I was like, what is this conversation? What is this background like?
Stocks and bonds.
Yeah. Who cares about these two old white guys talking? Get out of here. Like, what?
Yeah.
Stocks and bonds and market prices.
Bye.
Bye. Just the two of us talking. Bye.
Sell.
Hold. All right, so then they're at the bar, and Michael's Lucas Murray's is by himself hanging out, and
the flowers all alone.
And this must have been a long boat ride because it's nighttime now, and Harley pulls up with the kids. Kids as in Will and Lana.
It seems like he got to them from the beach pretty quick. Yeah. So like, did they just go on a little cruise after?
I'm telling you, a little threesome in Lover's Cove there. Let's explore each other. Yeah. We go up the handycam. That's the whole movie. Is then Harley just like blackmails everyone for money and stuff because he's got cam footage of him in a threesome with them. I'll put this on the internet.
You got VC money, eh?
Oh, you got VC money, and you're a geneticist. Well, I've got a daughter who's got a genetic problem, and I need it fixed. And you're gonna do it.
Does it turn into John Q?
And you're gonna do it for free.
An indictment of the insurance system in the United States.
There we go.
It's like Saw 5 meets John Q.
Doc goes up and he's like, "Hey," and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he's like, "Hey," and he's like, "It's all good. If it doesn't work out, with Will."
It's like, I assume something came up. You got a lot going on here. And she's like, "Can we have dinner another night?" And he's like, No,
this is over. This is all done. Hey, if things don't work out there, I'm not a bad backup catcher, so let's go, And she's like, "Well, put me in your black book or Rolodex." And he's like,
Speed dial.
Speed dial, that's what it was. He's like, "Yeah, I think you just put me in your favorites."
Yeah. It's so frustrating. And like, meanwhile, Will's off to the side getting another mysterious phone call.
Yes, right.
Wonder how that's going to pan out in the third act.
Chekhov's gun is just loaded now. It's ready to go off.
Let's find out.
So then Emma and RJ show up, and everyone hugs. We're all good. And then brand manager shows up, and Emma steps up and is like, "Hey, bitch, step off. And Mom is not going to wear that. She'll wear whatever she wants. She's going to say her own words. She's going to..." Shuts down the brand manager. Brand manager's like, and she's like, "No." And then
cancel all of my plans until the rehearsal dinner. I have to spend time with my family.
And then wouldn't the brand manager be like, "Remember who's paying for this?" But
yeah, she does. Yeah. And then Lana's like, "Oh yeah, my turn to say a line. Why don't you relax and have a Mai Tai?"
So then
I do love though, right before that ends, when the photographer that's with there,
he's like taking photos of her,
takes like 15 quick pictures of Kamala. She's like, "What the?" She's so mad. Like, why did you include that in the scene?
So you know what it's time for?
Montage?
Well, before that, maybe a Mother of the Bride fact, unless you don't want to do them.
Oh, no, you're probably right. I should do that. No. It's not very good.
I'm not letting you off the hook that easy.
No, you're right. You're totally right. Okay, well, I'll do a connection to Nick Jonas because we talked about him earlier.
Friend of the pod now.
Yep, and Priyanka Chopra, also a friend of the pod.
Yep, from Love Again. Yep.
Yep. So at the wedding of the two of them in 2018, Priyanka's mother, Madhu Chopra, was apparently instrumental in making sure that they incorporated all the right traditional Indian rituals. And so she organized some pre-wedding ceremonies like the mehendi, which is like a henna ceremony, and Sangeet, with listeners, forgive my pronunciation, please.
No, you nailed it.
Which is, I guess, a musical evening, which sounds fun. Just to make sure that their cultural heritage was honored alongside the Western traditions that Nick Jonas wanted. That's nice, huh?
That's nice. Okay.
Good mother of the bride.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, you know what it's really time for, though?
A montage.
Montage. Let's go. All right. So, and I love a good islands and boating montage. There's nothing better than an island and boating montage. Really? Right? Mm-hmm. Cleaning montages, those feel pretty good because you're like, yeah, cleaning. Getting stuff packed away and cleaning. Yeah. Before mom gets home.
Oh, the best.
So good. So this one, we got some boats. We got some beaching. They're all on the boats. Or then we're on the beach. And that's some the shopping. Shopping. We were down in downtown there.
Shaving,
right? Cleaning up for the wedding. Getting cleaned up for the wedding.
Like, Will has a beard. So, like.
Yeah. It's like.
Okay.
He still does. Yeah. Okay. Bad barber.
Piano.
Yeah. That's right. Will plays the piano with the entire cast. All like, hey, this is fun. Like, all right.
That's very frustrating.
Brand manager walking through the wedding day rehearsal. Now they're all good because Emma stepped up to her and everyone's still friends here. It's all slow-mo, of course, and we're walking through the rehearsal for this thing. And then smiles all around. We're having a good time.
It's like 5 minutes of everyone just looking at each other for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
End this.
Yep. And then we are at the rehearsal dinner.
Yep. Later that night, we just skip ahead a bunch of hours.
Yeah. We montaged enough. So later that night, she does her speech, and she's like, I hate this. I'm going to tell you right now. This is just a common sense tip. I don't know if you mentioned the dead dad. I think you just say it real quick, but this has become
definitely don't.
It's the kind of focus of it. I mean, you can drop the hey,
Yep.
I guess if he was here, he'd be happy, but I don't think you get into anything more than that, right?
Yep. She literally, the speech is like, I worked on this toast all night last night trying to make it perfect. And then I remembered Ghost Dad and said, he would have wanted me to make it whatever. And we all miss him a lot, don't we?
From the heart, don't we?
Yeah,
he's
he'd
dead.
Be proud of you.
That's
dead.
That's
my speech?
In a horrific car accident.
Blood everywhere. Probably a pole impaling him.
Just like John Kramer. Yeah. That terrible accident. He got killed by Jigsaw.
Jigsaw was actually hammered and doing drunk driving, and it was his fault for the accident and killed the other guy. It happened to be.
You're driving at 60 miles an hour.
I want to play a game.
There's
you don't play games while you're driving.
No, don't play games. I want to play a game of Sudoku while I'm driving. So don't do that one. That's a common sense one. Don't incorporate dead people into your speech for a wedding day.
Just never give up on love. Cheers.
Hey Sammy, I'll get another beer.
If there's one thing Chad Lucas Murray has taught me, it's never to give up on love.
Lesson learned. And then we're at the rehearsal bar, and we're talking to the
mingling,
the other father of the Lord there.
Father of the Lord, the priest, whoever the
guy.
I know what you mean. The minister, whoever's doing the ceremony here. Yes. I don't even know. I don't think he's a religious figure. I think he's
doesn't seem like he's just a ceremony guy, but
like you.
Yeah, like me. Listeners, if you want to hire me for one day to do your wedding,
he's pretty cheap.
Yeah, just beer, some food. That's pretty much it. And a good time. All right. So, brand manager's like, hey, now that we're in good terms with everyone, she grabs the minister, whatever. And then Will takes a phone call And Lana goes looking for Will.
Or mysterious phone call.
I don't know if she goes looking for Will or she's going looking for the bathroom. Whatever. It doesn't.
She's going to look for the bathroom and stumbles across Will because she's like, I got to go pee.
And it just so happens where Will went to have this phone call. And he's talking on the phone to Katrina. Hello.
I can't live without you, babe.
Russian Brad. Here we go.
Promise I'll make it up to you.
So then it sounds like Will is just kind of working Lana over, and she hears this and just assumes the worst without, confronting, have a conversation like a real human being, but it's just kind of like...
It's the plot of half of movies.
Yeah, half of rom-coms ever. This is the moment that happens. But I heard you saying these things to somebody else. Yeah, but...
Why didn't you ask me about it?
Yeah, and I would have explained
like an adult. Yeah.
Nope. So then Lana ditches the party early. Will's like trying to find her, and she leaves, whatever. And Will comes back and gets drunk with RJ and his brother.
Yep.
Shots, and they do some thing
Yeah. Emma's like, I don't know, Mom, you don't seem okay. And she's like, no, it was a great rehearsal. I'm going to bed. And Emma's like, all right.
She like runs away like this.
like a Muppet.
Yeah, like her hands flailing in the air. And tears like spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
Knocking.
Like, that seems normal.
Okay. Knocking plants over. Jesus. Here goes Karen. So then we're at the resort room pool or something. I don't know. Whatever. We're in another part of the resort. Nighttime. More Lana and Janice talking.
Yep.
Oh my God. And she's like, I wanted to believe that Will was real. And Janice is like, continuing on with the innuendo, she's like, how about you give that sexy Dr. Hauser a call, Doogie Hauser there a call, and get it on, because that will make you forget about Will in a heartbeat. So, and
she's like, maybe. She's like, but you can't say a word to anyone. I don't want to explain this and we have to let the movie climax build.
Yeah, I mean the wedding, Finico, go right. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We get a water transition.
Yeah.
Knock at the door because it's nighttime and it's late, I guess.
Yeah, and Lana's sleeping, and then Emma shows up and she's like, let's talk. And this is stuff from the trailer. And then they're like,
yeah.
Emma realizes her lesson she's learned, that family's important, yada, yada, yada. But Mom also needs to have boundaries and know that she's all grown up and she can take care of herself. And she's like, oh, I don't need to take care of you more. She's like, no, you can still take care of me, just a little less. I got RJ now,
Exactly.
This is how it works.
Who taught you to be so mature? Oh, yeah. It was me.
And then we get the classic, Mom, you got to take care of yourself a little bit more. So now her lesson is learned. She's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Sleep over, pillow fight. And then we got...
And I think it's a good time for another ChatGPT line. I didn't realize how much worse they got.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I was like, give me specific facts about mothers of brides, right?
Yeah.
Seems easy enough. Yeah. So far, I got a couple of celebrity examples.
Just remember, take what I said. You're just the messenger. It's AI to you. You're just, this is you presenting our AI overlords. To God here. our overlords AI.
That's right. So the first couple made sense, I think. They were celebrity stories about mothers of brides, famously.
Sure.
Then we get this one. In 2020, with travel restrictions in place, Mother Patricia set up a live streaming service for her daughter Maya's wedding.
Oh.
She coordinated with the venue to ensure high video quality and sound so that family members could participate virtually.
That's like this. That's like this movie. They're live streaming it to millions of viewers. So
exactly like this movie. So it ties in. Great job, ChatGPT. Mother Patricia and her daughter Maya.
I hope they're still married happily.
Could be anyone.
How many Patricias are on the planet? How many Patricias have a daughter named Maya? We can narrow it down. Where is this live stream?
Yeah, the rest of them I'm glad I'm done with them because the rest of them are all as bad. Like where they're like, knowing her daughter's admiration for a local musician, Mother Angela secretly arranged for the artist to perform the couple's favorite song at the reception. What?
Oh, the internet. The internet.
This is why we're better than AI.
Yes. This is why we're going to be alive for a little bit longer, but...
Yep. Yeah. Probably not too much longer, but...
No, we got like probably a year or two, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting to the runway here. We're at the wedding day.
Yep.
Big day.
Everyone is sitting, very professional.
Everyone's got fans, little hand fans.
Yep.
You do in Thailand. We get to cue the processional. They're playing little beep beep up, little Rush on there. No, they're not.
Yep. Not playing any Rush.
No Rush. Janice is giving Will a stink eye as they walk down the aisle, and she's like, "Rawr."
Yep.
And then
everybody's doing the aisle.
Everyone's just doing aisles. They're like, it's just like a wedding. There's not much else here to describe. They walk up and they get married, and then this is when.
Then things start to go off the rails because the minister's like, all right, dearly beloved, Emma and Richard, which you're like, oh, RJ's name's Richard the whole time.
Yeah. Richard, was it Richard John? Richard Jack.
Yeah. Classic Dick.
John.
Dick John. Yep. Good call. And then he's like, if anyone has any objections, like now's the time to voice those. Yeah. And Janice is like I thought that this was, the way it was delivered, you were like, oh, I thought this was like a snide comment to her neighbor. She's like, does having a liar as a father-in-law count? Yeah. You're like,
whoa.
That was loud.
Yeah. Janice firing shots from the second row there. Okay.
Yeah. And Kamala's like, get security on standby.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Okay. And then Lana's giving Will a stink eye too, but everyone's good. And Father's like, hey, everyone good? We all good? And Will's like, yeah, we're all good. Yeah,
let's just gloss over that.
Yeah, let's just move along here. And then we start going to the vows, and Lana starts to like almost break down, but it's like really annoying.
Yep.
And then almost a mother meltdown. And Kamala's like, get prepared for a mother meltdown. Almost, but she's just like, it's kind of annoying.
Have makeup on standby. You're like, you can't have all these people on standby.
No, it's not how that works. And then they're married, and the wedding's over, and that's it. And then everyone
claps. Again.
Everyone claps again. Everyone walks off stage, and then Lana ditches Will when he puts his arm out, and he's like,
"Yeah." RJ gives his dad a quick fist bump.
Got a fist bump,
just to show that they are the same person. I guess.
I don't know. All right, we're here. We are. We're at the reception, yeah. So Will comes to chat with like Lana, and she just like walks away. She's just ignoring him because obviously Katrina, right?
She's like, Emma needs to change, and I have to go help her. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and then it's like, and that scene lasts 1 second, and then it's like, no, it's nighttime, and it's like I think after the reception, maybe because like
they're still partying. It's a wedding.
Yeah, they're still partying, but it's like the after party. I think at this point.
Yeah.
And there's a whole big thing about like. Will's like trying to get to the bottom of this. Like, did Janice tell you guys what's going on with Lana? And the guys are like, no. I don't know. I think she's probably cool.
Things seem okay.
Like, they seem upset though, and that probably means it's worse than you think. And then the kids show up, and
they're doing a send off for them, right? They're like,
does the hug denial?
Yes. Yeah. Like, no, not happening.
Yep. And then they do the bouquet.
The bouquet toss, and it goes in slow mo. Takes forever. Slow mo. Kind of somewhat funny. Lana like pulls Janice like in front of her to grab the bouquet, and Janice is like, "Yay!" And then Will
catches it.
He's like snags it in midair. He's like, "Got this."
Yep.
And he's like, "All right, what the fuck is going on, and why are you so pissed at me right now?"
He like makes a huge scene.
Huge scene.
Oh boy. Good thing the wedding's over, I guess.
All those shots he did.
Yeah, he's like, you dodged that bouquet like it was a live grenade. Like, and she's like, I don't want you to ruin my life a second time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, happy honeymoon to the kids. And they're like,
no, we're staying for this.
We're staying.
Yeah, we're seeing how this goes out. And then Will's like, what the hell's going on? And Lana goes on a rant about Hurricane Katrina, and she's like, yeah, it's coming. I don't know what's happening. And Katrina's his woman. And Will's like, Katrina's my assistant, you dummy.
Yeah, she's worked for me for 20 years. Oh. And then Katrina rolls in and she's like, I deserve big raise. You're like,
what? That's Katrina? Okay. And he flew her out here to bring a ring, and he's like, yeah, because I got this. And will you marry me?
I didn't practice my Russian accent enough today. But
we haven't done it. We were doing Australian earlier, so it's tough to roll into it, you know?
Super tough.
It's this early in the morning, you know? But yeah
listeners.
It's okay. They'll be all right.
Yeah. And so he's like, he explains the whole situation. He's like, well, I got jealous of Lucas, and I was worried that he was going to make moves on you. So I called Katrina. I wanted her to fly out here on short notice and bring the ring that I bought you when we were 22, and I was going to ask you to marry me then. So will you finally marry me now? And she's like,
no.
I can't.
Yeah.
And Emma's like, yes, you can. Think about it, dummy.
Yeah, you'll make us step siblings.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. A lot of people on the internet search for that shit, so I don't know.
Ooh, nice. Great point. Yeah.
SEO, baby. SEO. Step-singles siblings get married.
Lana's whole thing is like, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve you. I didn't trust you. I messed everything up. And he's like, you're overthinking it. Nothing is perfect. It doesn't matter, but we're perfect for each other, even though I just said nothing is perfect. So what do you say? Will you marry me finally for real?
Yeah.
And she's like,
yes.
Yep.
In that awkward kind of way, of course, that she's been doing the entire movie.
Yep.
And then they fall in the water. And they try to
water.
And they fall into the water, the little pond, and everyone's like, oh, fuck it. We're in Thailand.
Yep. Then like music plays and Emma and Arja jump in and everyone gets wet and Kamala's like, ooh, this is good photos.
And then you get that the more that I'm Blue song, or the whole name of that song comes on, a remix comes on. And I was like, this is just weird. And the end. Or is it?
Is it? It's not.
No. Remember that dance number we were talking about earlier?
Like the weird Bollywood dance number that doesn't make sense in this movie in Thailand?
The Chekhov's dance number.
That's right.
The a foreshadowed dance part number. Yeah, no, the whole crew is doing it. The whole cast and crew, or not the crew, but the cast is doing it. And we got our credits, and
Adam Sandler does. They went on vacation and had a lovely movie.
Yeah, we
had to watch.
We got Adam Sandler big time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my last note was Netflix literally paid these people to go on vacation. I hate my life.
That's right. Netflix pay us to go on vacation. We'll be funny.
Yeah.
We're comedy geniuses.
All right.
Missed opportunity.
Okay. Do you want to Jared and Russ ameliorate?
I don't think we can fix this one.
I don't think we can. I was just
like
my only thought was
I think extend the trailer and make that the whole movie.
Make it an episode of some other show.
Yep.
Make it a lost episode. I don't know.
Make it afraid.
Don't make it.
Don't make the movie.
Don't make the movie. There is nothing I can think of other than being like, make it funnier. I mean, it's clearly a demographic. This is not for us. It's for a little bit, older crowd, rom-com crowd. That is, but it's not good even for them.
No. Fire Robin. Get a better writer.
I feel like it's insulting to the elderly to be like, oh, this is for you. Be like, this is garbage. Make me a better movie.
Yep. No, yeah. And like when we say the elderly, we're talking about people who are like 60.
Yeah. Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
Pre-elderly. Benny Bratt.
Yeah. Benny Bratt.
There's I don't know. I don't think there is a way to fix this.
I don't think you do. I think you cut all of the plot line. That is all of it, really.
I think I'm literally stumped on this one.
Yeah. I think you get rid of the montages. Or actually, you know what? Lean into the montages. Do like a kissing booth. Like extend the movie. Make it another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me like a 2 hour and 15 minute. Rom-com that's like real montage heavy. Maybe gets into the backstory more. Like.
Yeah, I mean, if we're getting
I want to see the car accident. I want to see him die.
See him get stuck in the saw trap. Cherish your life. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you got to also get. I think you got to pick one. Is it a rom-com about Will and Lana, or is it about Lana and Emma's mother-daughter relationship? Because you have both, which you can have both, but like you make one the primary focus, and
make some stakes. Like nothing really matters.
Yeah, a couple ribeyes. Oh yes, yeah, nothing matters. Yeah, like have someone like the wedding be called off. Like have her lose her brand ambassador role. Like
have it be like relatable.
Yeah. Have them not be a famous geneticist and some VC guy, or like have him Katrina actually is his mistress or something. I don't know. Or someone that's stalking him and she's turning into a fatal attraction type of thing. I don't know. Do something different.
Give Katrina more lines. She was funny.
Yeah, she was. They need to get paid more money. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways you can make this at least 25% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. We're going to get a job brought in as like rewrites for like bad movies just to bump it up like from a 17 to we can bring this up to a 20. Don't worry. We got you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got for that because I don't think there's much more you can do with it.
Yeah, same.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's close this wedding out. Let's go on the honeymoon. Let's get out of here, right?
Life. Mm-hmm.
Is it how do you pronounce it? It's not. We know it's not that. I mean, it's
Phuket.
Phuket. That's it.
Yeah.
Phuket.
Nailed it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get out of Phuket.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with a new movie and trailer trash. Meantime, follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That. Subscribe wherever you listen to us. Set us auto download. And if you like the show, tell a friend. Phuket. Tell a friend.
That's right. Or tell a stranger. Write us a review.
Yeah.
If you like those. 5 stars, maybe a comment. Or if you want to leave long form feedback for us, send us an email. We love emails whenever we get them, even from spam.
Yeah.
So send us some spam. Mail us a can of spam.
Mail us a physical can of spam.
Yep. But you can email us a can of spam at itsthismeetsthat@gmail.com. Or go to the website where you can find all of the old episodes at this point, hundreds of hours of content, merch, t-shirt links, I don't know, maybe tapestry, something for your bong buddies.
Your bong bearing friends. Your bong bearing bros.
That's right. No information about Russ's book Host, but you can buy that wherever you buy books. Please do.
It's on the internet.
And otherwise, just check out the website. It's thismeetsthat.com.